biggest casualty for sure. And this is a problem with these TB gyro lineups. You know, these kind of heroes, they want to be standing their ground.
Oh, they go straight in. They don't
give
give no respect for Smiling Knight. They go straight to the TB and go for him. He's locked down, and no Sunder opportunity for him. The TB is dead. Gone for 75. Lorinov will try to retaliate at the back line with the coil, doing a decent amount of damage here, but only finishing off Alliance so far as Toronto Tokyo and the Wolf Army.
Refresher was delivered.
Turned into another.
They have another Echo, and that's gonna surprise them.
There we go. Smack him in the face. They did get the phase shift off on Lorinov, but he's gonna get followed by a silence. Gale Guard is only around him for the time being as Nightfall does get sent up in the air with a Cyclone. They clean up the top lane of Rax. Still 45 seconds for that TV to come back up. Nightfall charging in on Puppey, the target he knows he can always kill. He'll take him with him. Saberlight still trying to cause some havoc here with 8 seconds remaining on that primal split. Trying to get that Earth Ruling to a safe distance.
Just no damage without the Terrorblade. The Buck is trying with his Nullifier to do something, but you saw how long it took to kill a freaking lion.
Oh, Nightfall. He's got an ulti in a second. That's probably going to pop here. Unless he gets the Gale Guard off in time, which he does. And he's going to start regenerating a bit. A second lane of Rax down. 10 seconds for the TV to come back up. And Puppey, his buyback, it's a dieback, so he's not coming back for 40 seconds.
No, and they know it. They know that without the Global Silence, AVULUS are helpless. However, you don't have an Echo Slam for 40 seconds, so that is one of the spells that you're lacking. However, I still think this is gonna be Mega Creeps. Oh, nope. He does a Toronto Tokyo. Or actually, he does a Nightfall on
He
Toronto
does
Tokyo.
the Nightfall. I think he did a Paris-Stockholm there. Backs away. Like the true fashionista. Smiling Knight, though. What you gonna do?
Die.
I think you're gonna do nothing.
They got broken, right? You could see that this game was Aurora trying to break AVULUS for 30 minutes, just poking at them, trying to force them to make that mistake. They always had deep vision. They were always scouting with the Lycan Wolves. They were always shoving in the waves, and only one fight was needed to completely overtake the game. One bad Global Silence or one good response after that Global Silence with an Echo Slam, and the game is done, because you just need to lose one fight for Aurora to completely overtake every single position in the game.
Yep, there we go. Nightfall charging again onto the back line. That Bloodthorn leaves him at 22 HP. 22 HP is all he had remaining after the Gale Guard as that Bloodthorn ran out. Mikoto, there's the Global Silence coming in from Puppey because he survived. Charges onto the back line, goes straight for the guttural, takes down the silencer, the hoodwink, stuck in the trees. Where to go really from there? The Nightfall. Twice in a row.
I mean, when you have a teammate who does that a lot, you start to pick up on things, right? So they have been playing for quite some time together now already.
That is true. It's true.
Like, is this how he did? Maybe.
And Aurora will force the GG out of AVULUS and take game 1.
I still want to commend Lorinov before we start talking about Aurora, with him understanding like who public enemy #1 was, and it was the Lion. He literally bought both the BKB and the Nullifier with the sole purpose of killing the Lion, and every single fight he did manage to do it, apart from this last one. But it is just that the rest of his teammates were never going to be able to play the game. Somebody gets jumped, Global Silence needs to be used. Aurora, at this point in the game, they were tanky enough to survive anything they could throw at them, and then AVULUS just don't have the damage. Terrorblade starts falling behind, and the game just ends. But Yeah, this is the type of pressure that you're gonna have to be able to endure as AVULUS if you want to compete versus the tier 1 teams. That there is constantly creeps coming towards you, and you have to be focused all the time. One slip up means that the game will be completely lost, and there's gonna be like 5 people are gonna know exactly where you are, and you're gonna look like you have no idea what you're doing.
Mica si è aperto come un studio.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, AVULUS, they have the players who've already competed at the top level. They're coming in all together pretty much, so all they just need is that cohesion that builds up over time. And you can see the experience is already shining on the side of Aurora Gaming. You mentioned that, Toronto, Tokyo, Nightfall, Mira. These guys more or less have been playing together for multiple years, especially Toronto, Tokyo, and Mira together. So that really shows the difference between the two, that one has free reign over the game. You might have the late game win condition in your draft, but you're lacking damage, you're lacking survivability, you're just dying to a simple stun lock combo. So
AVULUS,
it's that easy to win the game, just stun lock.
for sure. I think AVULUS are gonna need to pick Nature's Prophet. If it's a first pick, just get it. Doesn't matter if it gets countered. You need a hero that's gonna allow you to deal with the waves without any commitment, and also a hero that can join in the fights. I think in their arsenal, if they're playing versus something like this that Aurora has, if they don't have a Nature's Prophet, they're just gonna naturally lose. Even if they were ahead in this game, I think they still wouldn't be allowed to get close to the towers. And yeah, Toronto, Tokyo, definitely the MVP. I mean, this guy, ever since he started playing in the offlane, has been amazing. In the mid lane, I always had a problem with his laning stage in particular, but every other part was amazing. In the offlane, it doesn't matter, right? Because that you're always gonna be solid in lane, and it also depends a lot on your position 4. And Mira is like the best guy to make sure that you never lose the lane.
Yeah. Yes, a powerful performance is coming out from Aurora, taking game number 1. Nightfall playing a clean 8-0-12 game. Toronto, Tokyo as well with the 9-1-12 to finish that match. So Aurora just one game ahead, potentially pushing themselves into the second round. We're going to go over to a break. While we're going to a break, you should at least type !F into chat and follow Fissure on social media, on our different social media platforms, or click the banner below the stream while you're doing that, while you're getting refreshments or whatever, because we'll be back with a storm and see if AVULUS can fight back and be the only team out of these group stage teams to make it and knock out a playoff invitee to the lower bracket. We'll see you guys in a couple minutes.
Yell it out to the crowd, they go crazy. Give it straight from the mouth, they go crazy. When you making them proud, they go crazy. This is what we about, so go crazy. Steer clear, I feel past the outcome. No questions, don't ask the how come. High stakes, your faith is half baked. Taste is misplaced, lost throughout space. This can revive the remedy. New tendency, recharge the energy. Lost energy, consistent. Promises all symmetry. Flow through the souls of our enemies. Always been open, you know how I feel. Strike up a match, they don't know how to deal. Eating desire, my wires are higher. Beat to the fire, this passion is real. Taking the pain, cause I know how to heal. Harder than diamond, will come better steel. Quick like a lighter, inspiring Myers. Beat to the fire, this passion is real. Check the plane, we not handing out dossiers. Not gonna stop no more.
the switch. I just want ownership. You can keep all of them fake friends. I can keep all of the bricks. Diamonds loud like Ringo, make my skin glow. I'm a dog, dingo, line 'em up, bingo. But you know how it go when you chase thrills. My little boy just died from a fake pill. Couldn't bury the boy, so they had to burn. Had to give mama bread just to pay to earn. Y'all ain't getting no sleep cause you too busy feeding the ego. I ain't getting no sleep cause I'm counting this money with all my amigos. We've been up for 3 days counting money these ways, yeah. It's in a hobby, it's a lifestyle. Ain't me telling me the time is right now. Well, it seems that I'm the one they like now. I don't know, same to me. Might be you, maybe me. I don't know, shame to see. My shit real, yours is make believe. Man, it's kind of offensive the way I'm cooking. Her neck hurting, I'm shining, I'm real good looking. I don't need to talk much, you can see the story. Man, he talking too much, he could be the story. I remember the day that they had us in cages. I thought it was outrageous.
Welcome back, everybody. We return once again to the final series that our Fissure Universe Episode 7 is going to be getting us on the first day of the playoffs from our presented by the Fissure Studio, only on Kick. Your T-Panda and Harry Freak once again. We have Aurora versus AVULUS, and Aurora is the one leading this series. Might suspect that's the expected result, as so far all of the playoff invites have been able to clean up their series either 2-0 or 2-1, like we saw with Liquid versus Mouse. And AVULUS, well, it's up to them. How much can they improve their gameplay going into game? Else, and that could be your secret weapon to winning and tying up the series.
Yeah, especially because Smiley Knight has a very small hero pool. I think in this tournament he has played 5 heroes, and he almost never deviates from that one. He's not going to surprise you with the last pick, and you